What are these items I saw at an antique store in Michigan, and the owner didn't know what it was? He had 9 of them for $1 each, or like $6 for all. It looks like a light to me. The 2 points hanging down from the bottom are electrical points. When that flat metal piece on the side is pushed in, the circuit completes, and the green light turns on. But I have no idea what it slid into during normal use. Any ideas? This is an early telephone switchboard socket that would have been run by a human operator. The light would blink on a ring signal when someone wanted to make an outbound call, coming electrically from the wires connected to the solder lugs at the bottom. The operator would flip the light out and plug in their headset to ask the caller how to complete their call. They would then remove their headset jack from this socket, plug one end of a male cable into this jack, and plug the other end into a similar jack connected to the phone or remote switchboard the caller was trying to contact. This would be from before even rotary or pulse dial systems, when switching was completely manual. What is this intricately detailed white object in a leathery case? This was handed down to me, and I'd love to know what it is and where it came from. It is 4 inches long, hollow, and ½ an inch wide at the widest end. It looks to be made of ivory and is carved with a pretty pattern. It also looks to have been scorched at both ends. It is quite light and tough. The leathery case has writing on it, which I believe may be French. Any ideas as to what this might be? It's an antique ivory cigarette holder, and the carved notch at one end is to clamp your teeth into. The burning at either end is actually tobacco staining, and the date is likely from somewhere around the 1920s. The case looks like it was designed to imitate stingray skin leather. The letters mean, "Out of competition, member of the jury," and it is indeed French. So this was probably a showpiece at a fair that was not meant to get any prizes, because it was made by someone who was part of the jury. What could this piece of metal be, found in the woods of Virginia? It was near an old tree, and there were some grass fields around as well. It looks to be iron and has some weight to it. I was thinking it might be part of a stove, or maybe a highway or historical marker. What I can read is Provel on the top, key in the middle, and 4 on the bottom, and there looks to be a hole of some sort in the trim area. I have Google searched the letters, but it hasn't led to anything yet. Any help with figuring out what it is and how old would be awesome. It's part of a 19th century Buckeye Junior cider press, a hand-operated fruit press designed primarily for making apple cider. It was produced under the Buckeye name and was patented on May 29, 1855, in Ohio or nearby states. Buckeye was a common brand or nickname for Ohio-made agricultural tools. The Junior designation implied it was a smaller, perhaps more affordable version of their larger presses. It was meant for household or small farm use, not large commercial orchards. Families could use it to crush apples and extract juice for cider or vinegar production. What is this molding item we found in a family member's house, who passed and used to be into antiques? We can't figure it out. I have researched cast iron molds and cannot find anything that looks similar. Hopefully someone can figure this one out. It's a mid-century fishing sinker mold, similar to this. It's a reusable casting tool used by anglers to make their own lead fishing sinkers at home instead of buying them pre-made. What is this thing made of copper and brass found at a thrift store? I bought this like 12 years ago. It just emerged from the basement during a deep clean. I didn't know you guys at that point and thought it was cool to store flowers or whatever. It has 4 outer slots, but the center hole is completely hollow, and it seems like it's maybe missing a part. Thanks. It's an Art Deco wine chiller. Here's one I found listed for $3,250. The middle hole would be filled with ice or water and frozen, then the outer sections could quickly and continuously chill wine. There should be a lid for the ice and water hole. What is this tool I found at a barn sale? about 28 inches long, and I think it says patented December 16th, 1902 on one side. Does anyone know what this is? It's an antique barbed wire stretcher. It pulls the wire tight before nailing the wire to the post. You put the wire between the slot in there, then as you lean on it, the wire is pinched and held onto. It was patented on December 16th, 1902 by Bennett Myers of Groveport, Ohio for the Meyer Woodstock Company. What is this kitchen tool found in a box of old utensils? About 6 inches long, made of metal, with no identifying marks, and the tines are flat so it doesn't appear to be a fork. The grabber part has a bit of give, but not much. I tried searching for olive grabbers, but they don't match up. I'm very curious what this tool could be used for. Any ideas? They are antique sterling silver body tweezers from circa 1910s, and probably part of a manicure set. Many high-end grooming kits from the Edwardian period included tweezers for plucking stray hairs, shaping eyebrows, or removing splinters. These tweezers were often decorative, engraved, or monogrammed. They might have been stored in a fitted leather or silver case alongside nail files, cuticle tools, and small scissors. What is this large and old rusted machine outside Salt Point State Park Woodside Campgrounds? It is visible from Google Maps here. It is 8 to 10 feet, or 2.5 to 3 meters tall. My search for this does not bring anything else up. I unfortunately did not take other pictures or get close enough to read anything printed on it. What did this machine do? It's a mid-century histologging arch, used in logging operations to transport logs, typically by lifting one end of the logs and dragging the other end behind a tractor or other vehicle. They were particularly useful in the era before mechanized logging became prevalent. By lifting and dragging logs, they reduced the amount of physical labor required to move them. Hister is a well-known American manufacturing company in Portland, Oregon. They began manufacturing logging arches in the late 1920s. I've been asking different people for over a year what this is, and no one knows. It's made of metal and about the size of my hand. If you depress the handle, the little blade comes up near the end with a little circle that has a writing that says "Patent applied for." There's a little trapdoor in the back, and it's spring-loaded. Some speculation says it is some sort of dispenser for seeds, or an old door stop to keep doors from slamming open, a carbide light adjustment for the acetylene fuel to flow, or a telegraph clicker. Any ideas? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.